Guys, Alec Peirce at the ranch again. Here we are again back at the ranch, just talking about things that we do around here and hopefully sharing some ideas that might be of interest to you guys out there in the country, in town I guess too, some of them. If you have animals or a ranch, you may find something in this channel of interest to you. Now, we didn't have these steps. We put these in last year, the steps. And the reason we put them in is very simple and very important. I was getting tired of falling down. we use this as a fairly steep hill, and in the winter time in particular, I couldn't tell you how many times I get halfway down, everything seems good, and I let go of the rail, whoosh, away I go. And I'm getting very good at falling, but it was kind of funny. Sometimes Diana came out one morning and she saw this beautiful imprint on the bottom here of me, my knees, both arms, and my face in the snow. Anyway, another story. So I built these stairs last year. Very simple job actually. I cleaned out hard packed gravel, formed them out of 2x10s and the base. And then for this I brought a cement truck in because it took about 4 yards of cement. It would have taken me half a day to mix that with my mixer. Filled it up, let it sit, ripped off the wood, it works great. So we've had it for a couple of summers now and one winter, and it's working really, really well. Now, one of the things we do around the ranch is be sure that there's no maintenance. It's not that we're lazy, it's just that we have a lot of things to do. And I'm getting old, and I have no intentions of spending the rest of my life with a trimmer in my hands. I have more important things to do. So we have tried to set up, we've cut back on our lawn actually a little bit, turned some of our lawn into more hayfield. Horses love it. And the same, we like to be able to take the mower, we have a nice big mower, and run around and do all the mowing, and it's done. You know? If we have any trimming, it's like 10 minutes. In order to do that, you have to be sure that all of your gardens and anything at all, trees and so on, have an area around them that the mower can drive over. So that's what we've done here, and you can see right from the bottom, Kev, you can see right from the bottom all the way up. We've cleaned out about a 3-foot section, and we actually have in there that plastic wall stuff that you get at Home Depot or whatever to keep the weeds from getting in all the way around. And then Diana puts down, watch me, not the cat. Diana puts down black plastic. That keeps it from getting weeds in it. And then we hold it all down and make it look attractive with gravel. And then river rock. This river rock, we really like river rock. We think it's very attractive. Other people do too. I'm not sure what you like, but river rock, you can use whatever you want. And then of course she puts her plants in. She's big on plants. Now to add a little bit of character to the whole thing, and also to help anchor it, we use rocks. We have lots and lots of rocks here. Too many rocks actually, but we pull them out and save them. We've actually sold quite a few of them because they're nice big landscape rocks. Look at some of them are pretty nice. So that's what we do. And we bring them over, usually using the tractor. This particular one I'm going to point out here, and it's not the biggest one we've moved by far. Oh boy, we got some big ones. But this particular one here, I have no idea what it weighs. I'm going to guess at 500 pounds. I do know that when we finally got it into the bucket of my tractor, that I was having a little bit of trouble getting traction in the rear wheels. I had to have it in 4-wheel drive because the rear wheels were so light with this in the bucket that they would spin. I actually put the mower on, my big bush hog mower, on the back of the tractor to give it some weight. And we got it over here and got it into place. What I did actually to put it in place was I made a chain mesh. I have we're talking heavy link chains, and that made a wrap around twice, one underneath up to a point, picked it up with the bucket, and we're able to bring it over here and swing it carefully and set it down in place. And then some other ones here, you can see them up there. The reason I wanted to mention this is one problem we have had is the slope. The slope is so severe from that stone up there where the kittens are down to here. It's so severe, it's very difficult to keep the gravel, much less the river rock, in place. So we cheat a little bit. Maybe you can zoom in on that. Do you see that tile there, Kevin? That vertical tile. So we stuck a piece of vertical tile in there, right down. That's a full 24-inch tile, goes right down and packed in nice and tightly and held well in the front. And that gives us it's like a levee. Levee? Is that a levee? Whatever. And then same with this big stone here. Maybe you can see just behind this stone here, Kev. You can see it. See the other tile in there? and behind it, there you go. I do a couple of those, and so you come down the steps. It reminds me a little bit of the rice paddies that you see in pictures of the Far East. So we did that, and it's working pretty well. We got obviously a little more work to do here, but I think if we get some fairly large, fist size or baseball sized pieces of river rock, that we can set them on the ground when it's a bit damp, bang them in so they're solidly in the ground, and then use that to hold everything down, put the rest of the rock on top. Anyway, I think it's pretty nice. Pretty rocks, easy to mow, zip around there with the mower now, safe. And I won't have any problems. We have an automatic light on there. I'll have no problems, no more falling down in the snow. I hope you're happy about that. Anyway, that's our garden. We'll take another picture of this maybe, Kevin, a little later. Just pop it in there for folks so they can see the finished product. Okay, that's it, guys. Maybe there's something in there for you. Talk to you soon. Alec Peirce at the ranch.